Hi friends, I am starting Golden Harvest cherry tomatoes in Aerogarden Harvest. This is a pre-seeded pod I bought from Aerogarden in June of 2021. I have only one pod but I want to grow two plants in this harvest. This pod comes with a few seeds and it is very likely that I will get 2 to 3 seedlings in this pod. So I can start with this pod and separate the seedlings later on. But separating the seedlings is a lot of work. So I prefer to separate the seeds upfront so that I will have no work later on. I simply scrape out the seeds using a toothpick or a tweezer. I just take out 2 seeds and place them in a grow your own pod. For now, I am taking out all the seeds just to show you. Now I am placing 2 seeds back into this pod. Now I am placing the remaining 2 seeds in a separate pod. All the hard work is completed now. I am adding the water. I am not adding the nutrition at this stage. I will add nutrients once I see the seedlings. This is one best technique to prevent algae on the sponges. Seeds or the little seedlings doesn't need nutrition right away. Alright, the garden is ready with 2 pods and 2 seeds in each pod. Let's see how this will work out. Day 12. I got 1 seedling in first pod and 2 seedlings in second pod. I will remove this extra seedling now. Day 29. Plants are coming very nice. Both plants are developing a lot of branches. I also see some flower buds starting on both plants. Day 32. Birds are getting big and pretty visible now. These plants are growing tall. I never saw this kind of tall growth on Aerogarden's red heirloom cherry tomatoes. Let's see where will this end up. Day 35. Birds are starting to bloom. But these plants are really disappointing me. They have reached 1 feet high. I already raised the lights to the maximum height. So I don't have any more room for these plants to grow further tall. So I am cutting the tops. I am also sacrificing some of the flower buds at the top. Here they are after cutting the tops and pruning a few leaves. Day 40. Few birds bloomed and I see cute flowers. Day 46. Plants are touching the lights again. I am keep pushing the leaves and branches down. This is very irritating, but on the other side I see a lot of flowers on both plants. I also see 2 baby tomatoes. Day 52. Tomatoes are growing nice. I see a lot of baby tomatoes on both plants. Plants are continuing to disappoint me with their tall growth. I am getting tempted to trash these plants, but these little tomatoes are very appealing and I am just patiently waiting. Day 60. Plants started disappointing me with one more issue. The leaves are getting yellow and drying up so fast. New growth is fine, but they dry up as soon as they get little big. Because of this issue, there are not many leaves on these plants. Hopefully, the plants have enough leaves for those tomatoes to grow big enough and ripe. Day 74. Plants touching the lights is very frustrating. For sure, these are not the right seeds that I expect from Aerogarden. I really want to get rid of these plants as soon as possible. So I am removing all the new birds, flowers and the baby tomatoes, so that the energy goes to bigger tomatoes and they may ripe fast. Alright, I am done with pretty aggressive pruning. These plants are left with only the tomatoes that are big and close to ripening. Here is all the pruning that includes some branches, birds, flowers and many baby tomatoes. Day 77. I see one tomato turned yellow. Couple of more on the way. Day 80. One tomato turned to nice golden yellow color. Few more just turned yellow but pretty light. Day 91. Lot of tomatoes ripened very well. It's time to harvest. Here is the harvest. They look beautiful with nice golden yellow color. Time to taste. Taste is good. Even though I got a bad batch of plants, I got some goodies out of them. Day 94, few more tomatoes ripened. I don't want to wait any longer to get rid of these plants. I am harvesting rest of the tomatoes including the unripened ones. Here is the final harvest. And it's time to remove the plants. Overall, what I learned after all this is that the Aerogarden messed up the golden harvest tomato seeds in mid 2021. Aerogarden realized this issue and corrected them in late 2021. So I ordered another set of golden harvest tomatoes recently. I am going to try these soon. This is not a very successful experiment in terms of crop, but few techniques like splitting the seeds upfront, pruning the plants aggressively to transfer the energy where it's supposed to be, and getting the best out of waste are all some useful tips came out of this experiment. That will be all for now. Thanks for watching. Happy aero gardening.